Okay, see you. Okay, so let's see the first question. So what do you have here? A sample of radioactive material capital A. Okay, so you have some sample of radioactive material capital A and has an activity of 10 millicurie, right? Curie is not the SI unit, so that's why they have given the relation also in terms of DPS. So the activity 10 millicurie has twice the number of nuclei as the other sample, as a different radioactive material B. So they're talking about two different samples, which is an activity of 20 millicurie. The correct choices of half-lives of them will be. This is the question. Okay. Now, whenever you get any numerical based on radioactive decay, this is what you're going to use here. In every question, this is what you're going to use. You're not going to use anything beyond this. इसको तो याद ही कर लो, ठीक है? इसको तो हम याद ही कर लो. Let's say if you talk with respect to a single what you call radioactive sample, you will have these factors, time factor, and then you will have number of radioactive nuclei and then activity. At t equals 0, at t equals t. So in the beginning, let's say you have n naught, activity is a naught. At t, it became n, and then it is a. Okay, you know the differential equation dn equals to minus lambda n dt. After solving this, we get n equals to what? N naught e to the power minus lambda t. A equals this is a equals to a naught lambda t unit graph t half relation t average t half and this. So all these things, these two are very important here. Okay. So we have discussed all these things in detail. So this is what I suggest all of you are always try to recall these things first, and then now it's very easier. See, there's nothing great in this, right? If you write 2-3 times, see what will happen. See if this is the first question, the second exactly I have copied from here. See the right hand side, whatever you see, the same thing I have copied here, same thing I have copied here, and I'm like there's some again same thing I have copied here, again same thing I have copied, again same thing I have copied here. So you can see here the right hand side remains same, right? It's all about understanding how to use this while solving a question. Whenever you have any question or any numerical question regarding radioactive decay, this is what is going to help you. तो पहले उसको याद कर लो अच्छे तरीके से without any doubt. उसको पहले याद कर लो, ठीक है ना? Step number 1. And let's see how we'll map these things. देखो कैसे map करेंगे. Please here. I'll tell you how to map these things. Please here. देखो कैसे map होता है. So in this particular question, they are talking about two samples, A and B. So whenever you get any questions regarding two samples, two different samples of radioactive, always make a table where I will write the common features here, and then about the two, I will write in columns like this. So in the question, we have discussed about activity and the number of radioactive nuclei, right? So the activity is already given to you. For A, it's 10 millicurie, and for B, it is 20 millicurie. It's already given that the number of radioactive material A has twice the number of that of B. So if you take NB, this will be 2NB. They're asking you a ratio of T half. So what is T half? T half basically means what? Ratio means what? You need the ratio of lambda, and then you at any time T is given as what? Lambda into N. This formula. So from here, see, you can write now activity, whatever time you have, they're discussing at this instant, whatever time you have it, you know that activity ratio you can calculate from here, but that is what lambda into N. So for this A, lambda A into what? Activity 2NB, lambda B into NB. So NB will cancel from here. So from here, you'll get the ratio of lambda A by lambda B as this. I know that T half is what? T half is always inversely proportional to lambda. So reverse ratio 4:1. So 4:1 is the answer for the question. So 4:1, where are you getting 4:1? See the option 4:1. Here you have 4:1. So option number C is the correct option. Question is over. You can see question is so easy, so easy, right? चलो आपको नहीं समझ में आया तो एक बार और मैं समझाने की कोशिश करता हूँ, ठीक है ना? Otherwise there's nothing great in this. So in case if you have not understood, let's try to understand this question again. Again, I'm telling you, for solving any question of law based on law of radioactive decay. These are the concepts that you are going to use here. Okay. Again, I'll explain what I have written in here. See, what are the factors that you consider here for any sample? Time factor, number of radioactive nuclei, and activity.
अम्मी का 83
चुप बैठ.
Okay, so normally what happens? What you will find in any question, yeah, they will give you t equals 0, t equals t, and sometimes t equals t1, t equals t2 also you will find. I'll show you where they do this, right? So normally, these are the parameters that you're going to have here in any question. What are the parameters? Again, I'll tell you here. Time parameter, number of radioactive nuclei, activity, and then the instant, t equals 0 or t equals t, right? This is what you have. And then this is for a particular sample. This is for a single sample. You know the DN formula and the number of radioactive nuclei at any time t is given n equals to n naught e to a mass lambda is exponential decay here. Activity at any time t is lambda into n. So this is what you have. Unit is DPS. 1 curie is 3.7 DPS. Then you know T half formula ln2 by lambda. ln2 is 0.693 by lambda. T average is 1 by lambda. T half can also be written from here as what ln2 into T average. T average 1 by ln2 is 1.414. You know that n is so these formulas you already know, right? But let's try to understand like what you will use for the given problem. So we need to understand what we are going to use. See. So when you read the question here, you can clearly see that they're talking about two different samples, A and B. Whenever, again I repeat, whenever you get any question where they're trying to discuss two or more samples, we always try to make a table. Write the samples here. If you have A, B, C, if you have more, right? By the way, will not have more. They're not crossing more than 2. Otherwise, later, like definitely, I'll discuss some higher skill concepts of this this modern physics. They'll teach you something called a series disintegration, right? Like this nuclei will disintegrate. They will form a new. Again, they will disintegrate. That's the meaning of series disintegration. I'll discuss this concept. There you can see they can be 3 parameters, but at this moment, 2. Okay, so this is what you have here, AB, and for AB, what they're discussing? What are the features that they're discussing here? Like they're discussing about activities. I will write activity here, and then what else they have given? They have given here they have given a number of radioactive that discussing what number has twice the number of that's discussing number of radioactive nuclei. So these 2 data they have given in the question. So I'll just make 2 rows like this and I'll fill the things. It's given that for A, activity is 10 millicurie. So I'm writing it here. For B, it is 20 millicurie. And it's given that A has twice the number of nuclei as that of A. So NB and 2 times of NB. Like this, we'll make the table. Now, what is the question? The question is about the half-lives of A and B, ratio of half-lives of A. So half-life, we'll try to use this formula, T half. When you take the ratio, basically you want the ratio of what? Lambda halves. What is given to you in the question? They're given activity. So activity ratio, we can see activity is what? Lambda into n. So we can activity ratio is already given to you. And from there, n ratio is also given to you from here. And therefore, you can always calculate lambda ratio. Once you get the lambda ratio, definitely you can get the T half ratio also. And therefore, we can write the answer as what? 10 by 20. What is activity? Lambda into n. So lambda A into 2nb. Because this is what you have. Lambda into this will get cancelled. So from here, we'll get 1 by 4. So T half ratio is what? Reverse of this, and therefore 4:1. So 4:1, you can divide the T half here. For 20 by 5 is the ratio will be 4:1, and hence option number 3 is the correct answer. If anyone is having doubt in this, please ask her. किसी को कुछ doubt है, please पूछ लो. Okay, next question. See, the question is, at a given instant t equals 0, means initially, 2 radioactive substances, again they are talking about 2 samples, same way. We'll draw 2 columns like this, we'll write A and B, have equal activity. They're discussing about activity, so definitely one will have activity. At t equals 0, you have the activity. And then they're telling you that find the ratio of the activity only, RB by RA, at time t. So at time t, let's say RA, RB you have here. So you can take lambda A at lambda B. It is given that T half of A is given to you as ln2. T half of A is given to you as ln2. So from T half, you can see that I can always calculate lambda. No? What is T half? ln2 by lambda A. Lambda is 2. It will get so what is lambda A? Lambda is 1. So you got the value of lambda A, right? Now it's also given that the ratio RB by RA, ratio e to the power minus 3t. So reactive activity is already available in terms of what? E to the power. No? We can use this. A naught into what? E to the power minus. They have told that initially they have same activities given the question itself. So A naught will cancel. Bases are same. You can subtract the power. So you get e to the power minus 3t. And here you have this. If you equate both, what will happen? You will get lambda A minus lambda B equals to minus of 3. Lambda A we have already got as what? 1. So lambda B will be what? Lambda B will be 4. So what is T half of B? ln2 by lambda. 4. So ln2 by 4 is the answer of the question. Question is over. So again, you can see that the formula set remains the same here. So यहाँ formula है that remains same, right? The only thing you need to understand how to interpret these formulas, how you have to bring the formulas for the given question. Like see, first of all, we have to very carefully understand what all things are given to you. See, first of all, they are discussing about 2 samples. Okay, so I have made 2 columns like this, A and B. Have equal activities at t equals 0. So at t equals 0, I will make one common feature. They both have A naught, A naught. And they're asking you activity they have denoting by RB and RA at time t. And they have told that the ratio of RB by RA is e to the minus 3. This information is also given to you. And T half of ln2 is given. They're asking T half of B. I told you in the last class, in the last question also, that whenever they talk about T half, basically they are asking about what? Lambda. Right? So T half of first is given to you as T half of first is given, lambda of first is given to you. Lambda, decay constant is given for the first. They're asking you for the T half of the B. Means what they're asking you for the lambda of B. Once you know the lambda of B, T half is already known to you, right? So lambda of B. Because from activity, we can easily calculate lambda because you have formula here, see? And why we'll go for e to the power? Because they have given the ratio of activity in terms of e. So we can always use this formula. Initial activity to a minus lambda into t. So for the first, you will let A naught e to a minus lambda. RB by RA. So A naught into e to a minus lambda B by t. A naught will cancel because they have told that at t equals 0, the activity will remain same. You take the difference here, you will get this. So you can remove e from both sides. You will get this. So from here, lambda is already known to you because they have given t half of A as what? ln2. So from there, we can use this formula. We can use this formula, right? ln2, right? ln2. Lambda is also ln2. So we'll get 1. Sorry, t half is ln2. So lambda is what? 1. So lambda of A is 1. And from here, we can get lambda of B as what? 1 plus 3, 4. So we know lambda of B as 4. So what is t half of B? ln2 by lambda. So ln2 by 4. This is the answer of the question. Over. So we have to hit this point here. Why we have to hit this point? Because the ratio they have given so clearly in terms of ER. Okay, na? Just work in terms of E, and then you can use whenever two exponential equations in both sides, if the base is same, power has to be same. Use that concept and solve the question. That's it. Okay, let's see this question. So let's go there. Now what is given to here? Using a nuclear counter, the count rate. Count rate is basically what? Activity. Count rate is what? DPS, disintegration percent. So whenever they say count rate, it is basically they're discussing activity. This basically count rate means what? This is nothing but activity. Of emitted particles from a radioactive source is measured. At t equals 0, it was 1,600 counts per second. Means initial activity is given to you. See, so they are talking about only one sample. So I have made only one column. Activity. Like they're talking only about the activity. See, they have given the activity at t equals 0. They've given the activity at 8. They're asking what is the activity at 6. This is the question, right? Now understand one thing. What is this? This is basically your A naught. This was basically A. This is basically your T. Right? So which formula straight away you can use? See this formula. A equals to A naught e to A half to the power T by T half. You can see this formula can be used very easily, right? So we use this. See, A is given as 100. So we'll get 1 by 2 to bases are same. Equate the power, so we'll get the value of T half. Now this T half will not change. T half is a constant. You know that T half will remain same. So now you can relate first and the last now because they're asking you at 6. Again, apply the formula A equals to A naught half. But A we are asking at 6. T half is already known as 2. 6 by 2 is 3. Then you'll get half to the power 3. 1600 into by 8, you will get 200 as the answer of the question. As simple as this. Are you all able to understand this here? किसी को डाउट है इसमें प्लीज पूछो. See, the idea is very simple. See, again, I'll repeat. In this entire question, they are discussing about only one sample. That's why you have only one column here. You don't have multiple columns, right? If they talk about 2, 3, what you call radioactive nuclei, then you prepare the first column, second column, third column like that. Okay? But they're discussing only about a single sample. Single sample means what? This is what you have, single sample. But for that sample, what they have discussed, this is what we have to write here, right? They are discussing only about activity at different instances, right? At t equals 0, they have given that means what? In a naught is given to you. At t equals to at some t, they have given this a. They're asking some activity at some other time, right? This is what you have. You can clearly see that the ratio of these two will come in terms of what? 2. If you use this formula, a equals to a naught. Whenever they give you clearly the activity or the number of radioactive nuclei at 2 different, you can always use this because the ratio will come here, half of t by t half. So when you use this, you can see half of are same. So you can equate the powers here. So from there, t half comes out 2 seconds. Now t half will remain same for the entire sample here. They're asking for 6 seconds. So now equate the first and the last. So if you apply there, right, a equals to a naught half to the t by t half. T is about 6 by 2. So when you solve, you'll get the answer. As simple as this. Right? Same formula you're using twice. In the first set of formula, you are able to calculate from here the value of t half. And that t half, we are using this formula. That's it. If anyone is having doubt in this question, please ask her. Okay, now let's see one more question. The question here is, consider a nuclear fission. Fission means what? Breaking of a nucleus into multiple nuclei, right? That's the meaning of a fission. Right? So Ne20 breaks into 2 times of He4 and carbon 12. This is what is given to in the question. And they have given binding energy per nucleon of this nucleus, this He nucleus, and this. They have given the binding energy per nucleon. Right? So how many nucleons you have here? 20. Total binding energy will be what? Multiply by 20. Here you have 4 nucleons for single He, but you have 2 He, so you have to multiply 4 by 2 means 8. You have to multiply. You have to multiply by 12. Add these two, you will get the energy on this side. You will get the energy on this side. So what you can see here, energy is less means energy is released. How much energy released? Take the difference of these two. 8.3 mega electron volt. So 8.3 mega electron volt energy is released. That's the answer for the question. Right? You can see the questions are so simple, yeah, so easy. You just need to practice. Again, I'll repeat. See, you have a daughter nuclei here, and you have parent nuclei and you have daughter nuclei. This is what is given to you, right? Daughter nuclei is like D1, D2. It's like fission, right? So for this, they have given binding energy per nucleon, and for this also they have given binding energy per nucleon, binding energy per nucleon. So, and nucleon number is known to you for all, right? So what is total energy? Will you multiply by A, multiply by A, multiply by A? That's it. So total energy here, total energy, if you add this, you will get this here. And seeing this, you can understand whether the energy is released or absorbed, right? And you can solve the question as simple as this. Okay? Always keep this in. Sometimes what happens, they give you in the form of graph. ऐसे दे देंगे वो graph. This is a binding energy per nucleon graph. They'll tell you that A is here, B is here, they combine to form a C. Same is true, yeah. From here you will get the value, binding energy per nucleon, and you will calculate the energy released or energy. It's a very famous question. They'll give you like this A, B, C, and they'll tell you that okay, A splits into B plus C, calculate the energy released. Same thing, only from graph value. These values you have to take here, this value you have to put here, this value, whatever you have, will get, that value you put here, and then same thing you will do. Right? So this is how we solve a question based on binding energy per nucleon. Okay. If anyone is having doubt in this, you can ask here. Next, again a very lame question. See the question here. The question is, in a radioactive decay chain, means what is a series of decay? That's the meaning of chain, right? Initially, the nucleus is thorium 23290. This is the initial nucleus. Right? At the end, 6 alpha particles, 4 beta particles are emitted. At the end, what you find, there are 6 alpha particles emitted. And then it changes to what? This changes to XAZ. They're asking what is the value of A and Z. This is the question. What do you know? याद रखना हमेशा. In beta minus decay, what happens? Beta minus beta plus. When you say minus, na, Z becomes Z plus 1. And if it is plus, na, Z minus Z. And A remains same. A remains constant. This is the meaning of beta. In alpha, what happens? Your A becomes A minus of 4. And B and Z becomes what? Z minus of 2. And gamma, nothing happens, right? So you have 26 alpha particles means what? 6 into 4 minus 24. Here minus 12. 4 beta particles, no change in A. Here. If you add both, minus 24. If you add both, minus 10. So at the end, what will happen? You have 232 here. You decrease 24 from it, you will get 208, right? You have 90 here, decrease minus 10 from 82. So this is the answer of the question. Over. Such an easy question. Such a lame question. Right? And I've given the concept here again in detail. So you can always revise like this. This is how I have prepared the solution set. So that it becomes very obvious. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है ना? Let's keep this in mind. You should not get confused. As simple. See, if beta minus, you will go for Z plus 1. If beta plus, Z minus 1. Either minus, either plus, either plus, either minus. बस ऐसे याद रहेगा. कभी confused नहीं होगा. कभी confused नहीं होगा. Impossible. Even if you try to get confused, you can never get confused. Otherwise, you can always slap yourself. Confusion हो ही सकता है. Beta minus, minus plus कर दो, plus से minus कर दो. हाँ बोलो यार.
So if you're subtracting 10, it will be 80, no sir?
If subtract 10, it will be 80. Yes, sir. It's my mistake. Yeah. In that case, option number A will be correct. I think I have done a mistake here, not there. See, I have done a mistake here. Yeah, this is basically your. If you subtract this, you will get minus of 8, right? I have to subtract 8 from there, right? This is correct. This is wrong. Because minus 12 plus 4 will give what? Minus 8. No, I did a small mistake here. You correct this. Hope it's clear too. Hope it's clear, no? The mistake was not here. Mistake was
Yes,
here. Yeah. वो आता है यार, आप लोग लिख लो. वो बनाता हूँ तो भूल जाता हूँ, कुछ लिख देता हूँ कभी. ठीक है, but the idea, the speed, you have to gain the speed. Yeah? For speed, I'm giving these techniques. You can take the screenshot because it's wrong there, so you can take the screenshot from it. It has to be minus 8. Yeah. Okay, chalo, next. This I have discussed in detail earlier also to all of you. See, they ask the ratio of densities, nuclear densities, 40 and O, whatever. Yeah, ratio is always 1. You know the reason, right? It's always a constant value. So when you take the ratio of any nucleus, right, density ratio, the answer will always be 1. We have discussed this in theory also. So I have not discussed this again. Yeah. Achha, let's see. This is a good question. Question number 7, 8 is 8 and 9 are same only. 10 is also a good question. Okay, so next questions are really good. This is a slightly better question. Yeah? So let's see here. See here, the question is a nucleus. See here, a nucleus capital A with a finite de Broglie wavelength lambda A. थोड़ा सा क्लियर नहीं दिख रहा होगा तो मैं शीट शेयर कर दिया, देख सकते हो तुम लोग, ठीक है ना. A nucleus capital A with a finite de Broglie wavelength lambda A. ऐसा ठीक है, दिया हुआ क्वेश्चन. Nucleus having wavelength is what they're talking about, de Broglie wavelength lambda equals h by mb you have to use. Okay, undergoes a spontaneous fission into two nuclei B and C, टूटता है वो, ठीक है, of equal masses. B flies in the same direction as that of A, while C flies in a direction opposite to that of the velocity with a velocity equal to half of that of B. ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. The de Broglie is lambda B and lambda C of B and C in terms of A they have asked. Okay. So now it's very similar. I have written here something. Yeah? A nucleus undergoes a spontaneous fission due to internal forces, and therefore conservation of linear momentum is always applicable. Because whatever forces you have, they are internal forces. You don't have any net external force acting on the system, right? So the momentum will always be conserved. Now, as per the data of the question, before collision, you have a single nucleus that is having a mass m. It is moving with a velocity, let's say v. It splits into two of equal masses, so m by 2. One continues to move in the same direction, and the other continues to move in the opposite direction with whatever velocity you have, a half of that. This is the diagram that you have. So this v, you have only one unknown, that is v prime. We can apply conservation of linear momentum. This side you can take positive, this side negative. So initial momentum is m into v, final momentum this minus this. So from here you can calculate v prime. V prime comes out to 4v. V prime comes to 4. So you know the velocity of this as well as this. Right? Velocity तो काम हो गया. Now what is lambda A equivalent? H by mv equivalent. What is lambda b? H by what? Mass. Mass is m by 2 into what? V into v prime. What is v prime here? V prime is 4v. You can write 4v from here. So when you write 4v, it will cancel. You'll get 2 here. 2 I can take here. H by mb is what? H by mb is a, lambda a only. So we'll get lambda a by 2. So lambda b comes out to be lambda a by 2. कहाँ है? It is available only here. So option number 4. Though we'll solve the next also. Lambda c, how will get lambda c? H by m by 2 into v prime by 2. Because here you have v prime by 2. So what will happen? This 2 will not be there, right? So double. Because this 2 will go up now. Double. This is what we have. Option number 4. That's this question is over. See, whenever you see any material other than photon, and they're talking about wavelength there, only one formula you have here, H by mv. And then let's say if you accelerate that, then mv will is what? Under root 2 mq. They talk about kinetic energy under root 2 mk. Right? But they don't talk about like acceleration, and also you have to just use lambda equals h by mv. But then what they're telling you, lambda a they have given for this. And for these two, obviously they have mass, they have velocity, obviously they will have lambda, but they have to write lambda b and lambda c in terms of lambda a. Right? So first of all, we'll apply conservation of linear momentum to get this variable v prime. और v prime मिल गया तुम्हें, ठीक है ना? And then after this, lambda a is what? H by mb. Lambda b also will calculate, and this value we have to substitute here, right? So what we need h by mb in this expression. H by mb is available here, but this 2 is the external, so 2 को बाहर कर दो, half को इधर कर दो. This is lambda, so lambda a by 2. In the second, lambda c will let is what? H by m by 2 into v prime by 2. What is v prime? 4v. डालो उसको. This 4 will cancel. So h by mb is what? Lambda itself, and therefore the option number 4 is correct. That's it. Over. ठीक है, आसान है. If anyone is having doubt in this, please ask here. And why I am using conservation of linear momentum, I have written the reason here. A nucleus undergoes a spontaneous fission due to internal forces, and therefore conservation of linear momentum is always applicable. किसी को doubt है इसमें, please पूछ लो. Okay, let's see question number 8 now. See, 8 and 9 are both exactly the same है. एक ही है, एक बताता हूँ, अगला खुद से कर लेना, ठीक है ना? कुछ भी दोनों में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं, बस डेटा का अलग है, अदरवाइज अप्रोच एवरीथिंग इज सेम. ओके, सो लेट्स सी दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 एंड ट्राई टू सी. मैं फिर से बोलता हूँ यार, सॉल्विंग अ क्वेश्चन इज एन आर्ट यार. अगेन आई विल टेल यू दिस, सॉल्विंग अ क्वेश्चन इज अ आर्ट, एंड नाउ दिस डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर आर्टिस्टिक व्हाट यू कॉल inherent property. So I don't think that this is how I am explaining. It doesn't mean that you have to follow exactly the same. No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. But you have to develop your own. जो अपना अंदर में आपके है ना, उसको निकालो बाहर. And try to see, like, organize everything. So that so try to create some comfort zone for yourself regarding these things. Why I will use like this. I have given an idea that this should be always there in the back of your mind whenever you are solving any law of radioactive decay, what you call problems. But then why I'm mapping, how I'm mapping, what is the reason of calling those? Obviously, when you get stuck in some problem, right, you call someone for help, right? This is the help box that you have. This is the help box that you have. So which tool I will take for the help? Now that's the meaning of artist, right? That's there the art comes, right? Same tools given to say. See, again, I'll give an idea. What I'm trying to convey here. See, in a class, you will have the same teacher, same book, same syllabus. Everything will be same. But then what happens? You get different marks in the same paper. Why? The way a student reacts to the concepts, the way they arrange the things, that defines the smartness. And that is inherent. I can only guide you, okay, do like this. But I'm not forcing you to do like this. I never force anyone. I'm trying to, whatever I have in my, the way I approach the question, you can see every teacher will have different style of teaching. You can't say that this teacher is good, this teacher is bad. No. You are not able to get adjusted to the frequency the way he is teaching. He may be like good for you. He may be bad for you. But none of the teachers can be bad. They work really hard. I'm not talking about the school teachers again. They work really hard. The reason I told this, they really work hard. I'm not talking about the school teachers. So this is what we create. This can differ from teacher to teacher. It differs from student to student. ठीक है ना? तो try to see like क्यों ऐसा, देखो इस क्वेश्चन को देखो, you will understand what I'm trying to convey here. देखो two radioactive nuclei, again they are talking about two radioactive nucleus A and B. ठीक है, have decay constant 10 lambda and lambda. Okay, decay constant दिया हुआ दोनों का, ठीक है, respectively. If initially they have same number of nuclei, okay, so they have same n naught. You can write A B here at t equals 0. Here you have n naught. Here also you have n naught. ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. If the ratio of the number of nuclei of that will be 1 by after time, t equals to what? When here you have some number, let's say Na, here you have Nb. They're asking that, they're telling that Na by Nb is basically 1 by E. So what is the value of t? This is the question. Clear cut there. Clear cut, you are going to use this formula because e to the power is available here. Nothing great in this. N naught, n naught is same for both. E to the power lambda t. Base is the same. Subtract the powers. Remove e. Equate this. T is there. Question is over. Hope is clear to all of you. इतना ही है, आपको बस देखना है कौन सा टूल आपको इधर कॉल करना है. इफ इन केस, अभी मैं आपको एक और तरीका बताता हूँ, सुनना अच्छे तरीके से, बहुत अच्छा बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना, सुनना मेरी बात को अच्छे से, यही काम देगा आपको आगे. सी है, मोस्ट ऑफ यू वुड हैव टेकन कंप्यूटर साइंस, आपने बहुत से लोगों ने कंप्यूटर साइंस लिया है क्लास 12 में, ठीक है ना. उसमें क्या होता है, व्हेनेवर यू राइट एनी फंक्शन, राइट, एनी प्रोग्राम, व्हेन यू राइट हियर, राइट, यू विल हैव सम बॉक्स हियर, you will have this, right? What is the meaning of this? This is called as built-in function. Built-in function. I'm talking about C, and mostly this is what the structure you follow for writing any programs. So you'll have built-in functions there, right? Built-in functions is what? They are already defined in the library, right? They are already defined. That's the meaning of built-in function. That's the meaning of built-in function. ये built-in function है तुम्हारे लिए, ठीक है ना? If we're talking in terms of programming, right? It's a built-in function. Now next, I'm trying to give a smell to all of you, like how this world is running around software. Now next, what do you do here? You define some variables here. You define some variables here. This is called definition. You define some variable here. Variable means you assign some location in the memory of the computer, right? And then you tell that this variable is int type, float type, or whatever. Okay, float, int, integer. Those things you define here, right? And then you call some, what you call, you try to take some input from the user, right? Like here you take the input from the user, and then you define the body, and then you throw the output. ऐसे ही होता है ना? This is how a normal structure of program works, right? Clear? So here also, when you say you are taking some variables, the symbols, what you write Na and B, no? This is the meaning of defining what you call spaces in the computer. ठीक है? And when you are taking inputs means no, from the question you are taking inputs here. That's the meaning of this part. And solving here means what? You call the functions here and use it, right? I'm calling here, I'm using it here. And at the end, I'm displaying the result. And this result is given to you. Exactly same what you do in a program here, in a computer program. There's no difference. There's no difference when you solve a numerical here. And that's the meaning of a computer science student here. You see those great packages, right? A school getting really high package. Like one of my student Vaibhav, like he's in third year at this moment in NIT Surathkal, right? And he got an internship of around 80,000 rupees, right? It does the internship means he will still in fourth year, and for 5 months the internship is offered, so around 4 lakhs out, okay, whatever. So there also the same thing happens here. What happens if you will go there, okay, you will realize that this is what they keep doing. Something will be some scenario will be given to them, and they will try to develop code like this. And then how you write the code, that differs here. This language differs. The basic is C language. It can be in Java. It can be in Python. That's a different story. How you speak. Let's say I'm speaking in English right now. My English is very what you call horrible, but still I'm somehow managing it. But I can speak in Hindi also. Many of you can speak in Kannada, right? Tamil. That's the meaning of different languages in what you call this. Which language is more efficient at this moment? Let's say English, right? So similarly, like most of the companies nowadays, or all the codes nowadays are written in one particular code. Let's say Java. So Java becomes a very what we call popular code in programming languages. This is how the world goes around here. यही कहानी है बस, ठीक है ना? So if you develop, so if anyone asks me, sir आप physics पढ़ा रहे हो, where I will use in computer science? अरे क्या बेवकूफी है? Computer science is all about physics and maths only. कुछ है ही नहीं अलग, होता ही नहीं अलग. If you are able to decode the things like this, it means your brain is really capable of doing such things. बस सही है ना, यही तो होता है, यही तो आपको करना है, दिस इज व्हाट यू हैव टू डेवलप, दैट्स इट। समझ में आ रहा है ना, तो आपको थीम समझ में आ गया, दिस इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू कन्वे टू ऑल ऑफ यू, यू हैव टू वेरी वेरी स्ट्रांग इन दिस, फिर तो दुनिया आपकी ही है। Then what we will get only sweets from you people, यही होगा अंतिम में, ठीक है ना, and they will literally laugh। ये वीडियो रिकॉर्डेड है, जितनी मैंने गालियां दी हैं टीचर्स को या आपको कोई स्कोल्ड करा है, आप बार बार देख सकते हो और उस पर अच्छे से हंस सकते हो, क्या सब बेवकूफ बनाते थे, इतने डांटते थे, आज तुम लोग अच्छी जगह पे हैं, ठीक है। So please अच्छे से पढ़ना, hope this is clear to all of you। So again I'll repeat what we are doing here, we are trying to create a library, ये library, this is basically your library, this is a library that you have created, means what, you have built-in functions here, we have built-in functions here, that's the meaning of studying a theory in a chapter, whether it's physics, maths or chemistry, you have some built-in functions, आप कुछ built-in functions बना रहे हो वहाँ पे, ठीक है ना। And now when you see a question means what, from the keyboard you can think like this, from the keyboard you have already taken some inputs, right? This is the meaning of input. Who is writing here? The examiner is giving the input to you, right? And who is the brain here? Who is the computer here? You are the computer here. You have to react over it, right? You have built-in functions. This can be very corrupt if you don't study in a good way. This can be very very logical. And the reflex time has to be. You will not hang when you're calling these functions. If you have practiced this so many times, the delay will be very very small here. This delay when you call here, right? When you call here, it's all about delay. If you want to minimize this delay, obviously you hate your cell phones a lot when you're messaging something, right? And it got hanged, right? You try to think like you will throw the phone, right? Many times you think that I will throw the phone here. The same thing will happen. You will feel like you should slap yourself when this delay is there. So how will make this smooth, right? A proper what you call revision has to be done there. That's the meaning of what you call this servicing, brain servicing. What's the meaning of brain servicing? Keep revising. Servicing is analogous of, like, let's say revision here. Revision is analogous of servicing. Sorry. Then recall and then solve the question. That's it. Yeah. This depends upon the skills, like how you call them, and then at the end you display the result. बिल्कुल प्रोग्रामिंग है यार, कौन कह रहा है प्रोग्रामिंग नहीं है, आप ऐसे सोचो ना, बहुत ही मजा आएगा। चलो डन है। This is like not worth discussing, the same question. See, again the ratio is given 1 by e square, 1 by e square, n a and b, n not is same, cancel, you'll get the ts2, exactly the same question what was asked in question number 8. Okay, let's see this question. Trust me, this is my way of solving this question. If you don't believe me, you can type this question on internet, it's available, all are 2019 solutions I'm giving to all of you. If you don't believe me, please type the solutions of this question on internet and just see whether they have used this approach or not. Personally, I have not seen, or maybe I may be wrong, like because I have solved it, right? But then I have, like, once or twice I have typed this also question, but I have not got the solution. That's the meaning of an artist here. Again, I'm not a great artist, by the way, it's my job, so I'm trying to do my job in a good way. You all are far better than what you call me. You all have a very fresh mind, so आप अच्छा कर सकते हो। देखो क्वेश्चन को, देखो समझ में आएगा what I'm trying to convey to all of you. Please see. Half lives of 2 radioactive A and B. Again, I made the column. ठीक है ना? I'm trying to create this uniformness in all the question. Half lives of 2 radioactive nuclei A and B are 10 minutes and okay, so parameter is T half. So I've written that. Because initially means T equals 0, they both have the same. Then after 60 minutes, okay, after 60 minutes, one is having Na and Nb. Now what they're asking, see the trick here. The ratio of decayed numbers of nuclei of a ratio. Decayed means what? N0 minus Na is the first by this. This is what they have asked you after 60 minutes. This is the question. Okay? Now let's see how it's solved. We'll apply the formula N and N0. This is how we connect. We can straight away use this here. We use this. Why will use this? Because they have already given the half-life here, and they have given talking about T. This is the formula that we'll use, and they have given the ratio also. But from here, see, after getting this and this, what I have done, this is my approach here. You can always come up with some of different approaches. What I have done here, I have taken -1 both the sides. Here also I have taken -1, -1. It's purely maths. So what's the benefit of this? When I do this, I'll get n naught here, I'll get n naught here also. And then when I divide this, when I divide this by this, so what will happen? I'll get this. When you take minus, you will get this. You take minus common, you'll get this, right? And you got the answer. Question is over. A very beautiful way of solving this question, right? किसी doubt इसमें पूछ सकते हो. If anyone is having doubt in this question, please ask it. I've given my solution, but if you have doubt, you can ask. किसी को doubt इसमें पूछ ले. This is what we have. So now, last day, I just missed one question here. I'll discuss that first. And tomorrow is all about doubt session only. So I'll discuss more and more with all of you. So I've created a folder also of doubts here. Okay, so whatever you will ask, I will try to write everything in this folder here. Okay, let's see this question. The question is, an electron from various excited states of hydrogen atom emit radiation to come to the ground state. ठीक है, अच्छी बात है. You have the mindset now what is happening here. Now, let lambda n and lambda g be the de Broglie's wavelength of an electron in the nth state and in the ground state. ठीक है. Let E क्या कुछ बोलते हैं ना, कप्पा पता नहीं क्या बोलते हैं, ऐसे कुछ सिंबल दिया हुआ है, so कप्पा टाइप का कुछ बोलते हैं, कप्पा कुछ तो कनेक्टिविटी में यूज करते हैं हम लोग, पता नहीं क्या बोलते हैं, but we have used this in conductivity in electrochemistry, right? If you remember, conductivity at constant infinite concentration ऐसा कुछ यूज किया हम लोग. ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ सिंबल है यहाँ पे. I don't know the name of the symbol at this moment, but it's okay, जो भी है. This is given to you what? The wavelength of the emitted photon in the transition from nth state to the ground state for large n. They have asked you to relate lambda n, lambda this whatever symbol you have with lambda n and lambda g. ठीक है ना? Now everything has got meaning here, yaar. This has got a great meaning. Without this, you can't solve the question. I'll tell you why. पर देखो क्वेश्चन सॉल्यूशन कैसे निकलेगा. Let's say this looks like a very random question for you. इसमें कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या आगे, इतना पहले तो हिस्ट्री लिखा हुआ है. This entire thing is like a history for you, right? And here itself you lose all the hopes of solving the question. सही बात है ना? लेकिन ऐसा नहीं करने का. You don't have to lose the hope there. Trust me, it's actually a very very easy question. Let's see how. I'll break the question into small bits here. Same thing. That built-in functions we have here. So which function we'll call first? Acha, they're talking about de Broglie's wavelength of electron. I've told you, de Broglie's wavelength is always given by circumference of the Bohr orbit equals to n lambda. अच्छे से पढ़ा है आपको. जाके देख लेना. This is what you have. So when you talk about the ground state, it is what r naught into lambda g will have a nth state r naught into n square lambda into n. N is very very large. If n is very very large, lambda n will be very very greater than lambda g. Therefore, lambda g by lambda n will be very less than 1. ऐसा मैंने बोल दिया. And you take the ratio here, you will get this. Now, why I'm writing these things? See, this is what the straight away you can write. Now, that when you will get lambda n, when the transition takes place from n to 1, n to g, only formula you have here, this is the 1 by lambda equals to r into z square upon this. So for z is 1 for hydrogen, so you will get this, right? Now for 1 by n, I'm using for 1 by n as lambda g by lambda n the whole square, right? Take the reciprocal, so you will get minus 1. Now you know this is what, very very less than 1. So you know the binomial expansion. 1 plus x to the power of n, whenever x is very very less than, approximately equals to 1 plus nx, right? So you can always use this, right? So you can write here 1 plus nx, this minus will come in front, this is what will get. Now when you multiply 1 by r into a is what? A. 1 by r into what? 1 by r into lambda g. Lambda g is constant. See, lambda g is what? It does not depend on n. It is 2 pi into r naught, constant. So constant, that you can write as b. And therefore, option number 3 is correct. Over. Question is over. निशा, आपको समझ में आ रहा है क्या सॉल्यूशन? आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा था.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, आसान क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है ना. डोंट गेट लॉस्ट विद द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द क्वेश्चन यार. आप वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्वेश्चन को लेके आप नहीं हार सकते. यू कांट वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्वेश्चन नेवर डिसाइड्स द लेवल ऑफ क्वेश्चन यार, बिल्कुल नहीं. एक वॉल्यूम ढेर सारा दे दिया, इसका मतलब क्या आपको डिसाइड नहीं. वॉल्यूम बोलते तो हिंट दिया आपको, ढेर सारा हिंट दिया, आपके लिए आसान है उसको सॉल्व करना, ठीक है ना. देखो मैं फिर से बताता हूँ क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व हुआ. हाउ वी स्टार्टेड सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन, आई विल टेल यू अगेन यार. सी द सेकंड यार, सी First of all, they are talking about de Broglie's wavelength of electron. Yeah, only one formula we have. Circumference of any Bohr orbit is about n lambda. So derive नहीं कर रहा हूँ, हमने किया है, theory में अच्छे से पढ़ा है डिटेल में. तो इसी से कहते हैं built-in function, इसको recall करना चाहिए. आ गया फॉर्मूला बोल रहा है ना, डी ब्रॉगलीज वेवलेंथ ऑर्बिट इलेक्ट्रॉन. देखिए फॉर्मूला, ये डी ब्रॉगलीज वेवलेंथ यहीं पे बात ही हुआ है, कहीं बात ही भी नहीं हुआ है. ठीक है ना, ये थोड़ी डी ब्रॉगलीज वेवलेंथ होता है, ये तो फोटोन का होता है. डी ब्रॉगलीज वेवलेंथ नहीं है, ये तो फोटोन है. दिस इज लैम्डा फॉर फोटोन. इलेक्ट्रॉन का डी ब्रॉगलीज वेवलेंथ एक ही फॉर्मूला है, सी इक्वल्स टू एन लैम्डा. कौन सी बड़ी बात. लैम्डा जी इज फॉर द ग्राउंड स्टेट, लैम्डा इन फॉर द इनर स्टेट. तो दोनों को लिख लिया आराम से, ये तो कांस्टेंट है. ठीक है ना, कुछ दिया हुआ एन इज वेरी ग्रेटर देन 1 ऐसा कुछ बोलता है, तो अंडर दैट का जो भी जो आ रहा है वो लिख दिया हमने. ये रेशियो छोड़ो, ये तो अभी रेशियो बाद में आया, पहले नहीं लिखना चाहिए था मेरे को, बट ठीक है. दिस कम्स लेटर यार. Now next data is given as what? What is the next data that is given to you? Next data is the electron jumps from n to g. ठीक है, and there you have the wavelength, जो भी symbol है यहाँ पे pi n, तो उसको लिख दिया यहाँ पे. I have to convert this in terms of what? Lambda g, lambda lambda n and all, right? Lambda g is constant, right? It doesn't depend upon n. This depends upon n. So 1 by n square, we have 1 by n square. इसलिए ऐसे इसका रेशियो लिया तो ये आ गया. We take the ratio, we get -1. Obviously, now the obvious thing that comes in our mind is 1 plus x to the power of n. उसके लिए दिया है ना भाई आपको, n is very large. So what will happen? Your lambda n will become very large. So this will become very small. This -1 can be taken in front. So ये आ गया. इसको अंदर multiply करो, 1 by r into a. You can take a constant a, because in the question they have told you a and b are constant. 1 by r into lambda g square is what? Again a constant, because lambda g, and then this is the answer of the question. ठीक है, किसी को डाउट है प्लीज पूछ लो. Tomorrow I'll prepare the entire doubt sheet like this, and tomorrow I'll discuss whatever you have asked till now, or tomorrow whatever you will ask. I'll prepare this and discuss all the things tomorrow. Now the last topic for today is your X-ray. So let's see. I'll discuss now X-ray. बहुत अच्छा, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. देखो एंजॉय करोगे, डेफिनेटली विल एंजॉय दिस अ लॉट इफ यू वांट टू feel these concepts. See here, I'll discuss Mosley's also with all of you also. By the way, Mosley died like in a very early age, at the age of 27 in First World War. आप ये सब पढ़ोगे तो लिखा हुआ है, सब कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Okay, let's see this question. देखो, what is this question? Sorry, what is this theory? Please here. The theory क्या देखो? X-rays. Again, why the name is given as X-rays? सबसे पहली बात तो ये आती है. The reason is when these rays were developed when these rays was developed, right? At that point of time, the properties of these rays were not known to the people, right? To the scientist. So any variable in mathematics, how we write x, y, z, na? So they have just given it name here X-ray. That's the history behind this name X-rays. ठीक है ना, पहले बात ये थी. Okay, so they use some tube here, so Kolik tube बोलते हैं, ठीक है. They use some tube here. Here they hit the metal, and you will get electron out of it like this thermal electrons, right? And then you accelerate with the help of this battery voltage V. So when they hit this, the energy that you will have is maximum is what? E into V is the work done. With this they hit this target, and from this target you get some rays. The rays are called as X-rays. Obviously the material get heated, so you continuously circulate water here. This water will come in contact with material, so you will have what you call here, you will have sharing of energy. That's the meaning of equilibrium, right? Some amount of energy. Energy always goes from higher temperature to lower temperature. This is what you know from thermodynamics, right? So energy will shared. This water will take the energy. They will taken out from it. Again, this can be used to run turbines and all, right? बात की बात है. This conservation of energy. ठीक है, this is a setup that you have. So now these X-rays that you get here are characterized in two things, two forms: continuous and characteristics. So now let's try to understand what do you mean by continuous, what do you mean by characteristics X-rays. We'll draw the graph of intensity versus lambda. So you'll find that for a particular lambda, okay, before this there's no lambda, there's no intensity for lambdas before this value. This is called lambda cutoff. This is also called as lambda cutoff. So you don't have any lambda before this. And then what does it mean, these peaks here? Suddenly you find some peaks here, right? Like this. So these lambda, what you see in these lambda values, they're called as what? This continuous. And these lambda corresponding these peaks, they are called as what? Characteristics. ठीक है ना? So the X-ray will have different wavelengths in it, and when you plot the intensity versus lambda, this is what the graph you're going to get. ऐसा कुछ मिलता है, ठीक है? But then what is the reason behind this continuous and characteristics X-rays? यार, ये reason क्या है? The reason is very simple. When these electrons hit this target, they would have got an energy of eV. So when they start colliding with atoms inside this target, they will start deaccelerating, right? These electrons will start deaccelerating. So whenever charged particle accelerate or deaccelerate, it always emits energy. So when they continuously deaccelerate, they will continuously emit energy. Right? They will continuously emit energy, radiations. Radiation is wavelength. So the energy that you can have can be anything from where 0 to maximum that these electrons can lose here is what? The entire thing. And minimum they can lose is what? Nothing. Right. So the energy given to the particles or the energy carried out by this, what you call these things, these wavelength, depends upon how much energy you have lost, right? So this is maximum energy, so you'll have minimum wavelength. This lambda minimum is basically what? This. You know this, no? EV is the energy, SC by lambda, so lambda cutoff. So this value is basically this. This is called cutoff. And then this. No, but this is how you justify the continuous spectrum. So how you get continuous spectrum? Because of this. When the electron comes here and reaches here at this point, they would have gained energy of EV. Right. So when they hit this target, they continuously retard themselves. Now you know from Maxwell's theory of electromagnetic radiation, whenever charged particle gets what you call acceleration or retardation, they continuously lose energy, right? So when they continuously lose energy, what will happen? Energy is a form of wavelength. Energy is a form of what you call light, you can say. So for every energy, you can have a corresponding lambda. This is what we have here. So these wavelengths, what you see here, not these peaks, these wavelengths, what you see here, these wavelengths, they are basically because of this continuous release of energy or deacceleration of the electron here. So maximum energy that they can release is what? E into V. So for E into V, we'll have a lambda. That lambda is here. This is called as cutoff wavelength. आपका maximum question नीट में तो इसी से आया है. नीट में जो भी अभी तक आया है, एक भी क्वेश्चन इसके बियॉन्ड नहीं आया. इसी डेटा से आया. SC by EV. इसी से सारा क्वेश्चन आया नीट में अभी तक. Even CT में कभी-कभी आया है. In comet के they have not asked. In CT they have asked. Yes, in CT they have already asked questions from this X-rays, and they keep asking. And they can ask also because they're not doing something. They're not using something great which you have not studied. This, you know that if EV accelerate, they can lose the energy, and therefore they can have the lambda like this. Lambda min can be given like this. This is very much know here. Like if you see, few students have asked about Compton effect. कल मैं पढ़ाऊँ Compton effect. Okay. So in de Broglie's wavelength, there's an application. But then only the name is Compton effect. The equation and everything what you write now, you all have already studied in physics. तो पूछ सकते हैं. ठीक है ना? They can definitely ask X-rays. There's nothing new that they're using here, right? You're using here. So definitely they can ask. There's nothing great also. You should know, in fact. Chalo, so this is what we have. This is called as what? Characteristic X-ray. This party. So if you have if anyone is having doubt regarding this continuous X-rays, please ask here first. Then I'll go to the characteristics. पहले किसी को भी continuous X-ray में कोई doubt है, please पूछ लो. I'll try to help you. किसी को भी कंटिन्यूअस एक्स-रेज में डाउट है, प्लीज पूछ लो. अरे भाई पूछ लो, नहीं आता तुम पूरा बता दूंगा, लेकिन पूछोगे तो मैं क्या बता सकता हूँ. आई विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई एग्जैक्टली यू आर हैविंग द डिफिकल्टी. अच्छी बात है, मत पूछो. इट मींस यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग एवरीथिंग. कितने लोग बचे होंगे, सब भागे गए पहले. वो देख लेते हैं. बहुत लोग. तो पूछो ना, जिसको डाउट है प्लीज पूछ लो. देयर इज नो हार्म इन आस्किंग डाउट्स. आई एम अ टीचर, माय जॉब इज टू क्लियर डाउट्स, राइट? देख भाई नहीं समझ में तो फिर से बोल देता हूँ एक बार. मैं शुद्ध हिंदी में बोलता हूँ, ठीक है ना? हिंदी में फीलिंग निकलता है हम लोग का यार. मैं बताता हूँ आपको. देखो क्या होता है इधर. यू विल हीट दिस फिलामेंट. चलो डिटेल में जाता हूँ मैं. सो लो टेंशन बैटरी मींस व्हाट? It will create slowly will hit this. Low tension slowly will hit this. So you will have very slow electrons coming out of it. Slow electrons. हल्का सा निकल भी गया ना काफी है, because you are creating a very high tension battery. Means what? The voltage that you're creating here is V. So it will try to pull it with a very large force. So when the electron moves from here to, why they will move? Because the electric field is then electric field, because plus and minus electric field. So the very common thing है Q into E. So whenever Q is negative, force and electric field is, for the electric field is this way, so force will this way. Notice this electron will get accelerated. They will reach here. So when they reach here, the maximum energy that they can have is what? E into V. समझ में आ गया? चलो अभी हाथ समझ सबको आया होगा. Now with this energy they are going to penetrate inside this target. जो भी target यहाँ रखा गया है, ठीक है ना? So what will happen? When they go inside, due to friction, जो भी हो रहा, they'll start decreasing their speed. Decreasing speed मतलब क्या? Acceleration मतलब retardation हो रहा है, acceleration हो रहा है. So now you can use Maxwell's theory of electromagnetic radiation. Now what you have in Maxwell's theory of electromagnetic radiation? Whenever a charged particle is accelerated or deaccelerated, it will definitely emit out energy. वो तो energy निकालेगा अपने आप से. But you know, energy can be converted in terms of lambda using the formula energy equals to hc by lambda. So what is the maximum energy that they can lose when they collide, when they go inside and collide with the atoms or whatever you have inside this target? EV. That EV will correspond to what? Minimum lambda. So what is minimum lambda? SC by EV. वही इस ग्राफ में, this is called as cut-off. इससे छोटा वेवलेंथ आपको इस ग्राफ में नहीं मिल सकता है. In between, you will have some other what you call a smaller amount of energy being released by these electrons, right? When they penetrate inside. So for every, you will have some lambda. Since you have less energy, this is the maximum energy that you can. So lambda will be more. So all this lambda will have some intensity here, right? This is what here. So all these lambdas are what? Continuous. They are called as what? Continuous X-rays. ठीक है ना? यही है तुम्हारा. यही मैंने लिखा इलेक्ट्रॉन सा कंटिन्यूसली एक्सेलरेटेड नहीं लिखना चाहिए, मुझे डीएक्सेलरेटेड लिखना चाहिए. मैं गलत लिख दिया इसको, डीएक्सेलरेटेड लिखना चाहिए, डीएक्सेलरेटेड. ठीक है ना? चलो कोई बात नहीं, यहाँ गलत हो गया. ठीक है ना? ठीक है यार, कोई दिक्कत, आप समझ में आता है. ये हो. नाउ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पीक से यार? ये जो पीक बन रहा है यहाँ पे क्या है? अच्छा सुनना, ठीक है ना? बहुत अच्छा समझ में आएगा आपको एक केमिस्ट्री का शील्डिंग इफेक्ट भी समझ में आ जाएगा. यदि आप इसको समझोगे ना, तो शील्डिंग इफेक्ट भी आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. शील्डिंग इफेक्ट क्या होता है, स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट क्या होता है न्यूक्लियस का, वो आपको इसमें ज़्यादा फीलिंग आता है. ऐसे भी केमिस्ट्री में ज़्यादा फीलिंग ऐसे भी नहीं आता है, तो बोरिंग भी लगता है. ठीक है, एक बार मैं सोचा हूँ आप सबके लिए ना, मैं केमिकल बॉन्डिंग मैं क्लास लेता हूँ. कोई भी टीचर पढ़ाया होगा आपको, कोई टीचर पढ़ाया होगा, कहीं का उठा लेना. ठीक है ना? मैं भी एक केमिकल बॉन्डिंग क्लास आपका लेता हूँ. मुझे बहुत मन करता है, मैं पढ़ा नहीं पाता हूँ क्योंकि फिजिक्स और मैथ्स में घुसा रहता हूँ कि केमिस्ट्री पढ़ाने का फिर बिल्कुल मन नहीं करता है मेरे को. बट एक क्लास 2 क्लास आपका लूंगा मैं, ऐसा पक्का लूंगा. Just waiting for the syllabus to get covered like soon. इसके बाद मैं 1-2 क्लास लेता हूँ आपको. देना कैसे केमिस्ट्री में भी ना जम के फिजिक्स डालूंगा, मैथ्स डालूंगा आपको. इतना मजा आएगा आपको ना, आपको लगेगा तो बहुत सिंपल था. ये तो आप डेवलप कर सकते हो, वही आर्टिस्ट का काम होता है वो सब, आपको करना चाहिए. ऑब्वियसली मैं इतना अच्छा नहीं था जब मैं स्टूडेंट था आपकी तरह. By this during this teaching process, I have realized that this is how chemistry can be taught. ये मैंने रियलाइज किया कि हम कितने बेवकूफ बन रहे थे जब हम उस समय वहां पे थे. तो चलो कोई बात नहीं, लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स एक्स-रेज. ये क्या होता है देखो. अच्छा सुनना यार, व्हाट हैपेंस ना व्हेन दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल गो इनसाइड दिस टारगेट. तो यार अंदर क्या स्ट्रक्चर है? ऐसे के शेल है, फिर आपके पास क्या है? एल सेल है, फिर एल एम, ऐसे है ना. नाउ दीस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मेक नॉक आउट द इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द के शेल. इतना एनर्जी इसको हिट किया, इसको बाहर निकाल दिया, तो यहाँ वैकेंसी आ गया. Right. Once you get the vacancy here, right, what will happen? This vacancy can be filled by these electrons. ऊपर वाले इलेक्ट्रॉन, समझ में आ गया ना? यदि ये आता है तो कहते हैं हम लोग के शेल में आए, तो बोलते हैं के अल्फा. तो क्या बोलते हैं? के बीटा. सिमिलरली इफ यू गेट द वैकेंसी हियर एंड इसको बोलते हैं एल अल्फा, एल बीटा, एल गामा. तो ये समझ में आ रहा है के अल्फा के बीटा क्या आ रहा है, इसके कारण आ रहा है. समझ में आ गया ना? और शायद मैंने ग्राफ गलत बनाया, आपके बुक से देखना यार. के अल्फा मैक्सिमम होता है, के अल्फा कैसे होता है? के बीटा छोटा होता है. क्यों? Because maximum this vacancy can be filled maximum by what? Maximum by alpha, not by beta. ये जल्दी से जल्दी आएंगे ना यहाँ पे. मान लो आपके घर में कोई आग लगा, ठीक है ना, तो बगल वाले नेबर पहले हेल्प करेंगे ना आपको. This is what you have. यहाँ पे खाली हो तो ये ऊपर वाला पहले हेल्प करेगा, इसको आके फिल करेगा. तो ये मैक्सिमम यहाँ पे आएगा. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा बुक में देखना. डू रीड दिस टॉपिक्स फ्रॉम एस सी वर्मा. कोई और बुक से नहीं पढ़ने का, प्लीज एससी वर्मा से। इसको तो मैं स्पेशली बोल रहा हूँ एससी वर्मा से पढ़ना, बहुत ही अच्छे लैंग्वेज में लिखा हुआ है, आपका अच्छा मेंटल ग्रोथ होगा, ठीक है ना। प्लीज रीड ओनली फ्रॉम एससी वर्मा, अदरवाइज सिंपल है यार, थंब रूल बोलता हूँ मैं तुम्हें, कोई भी टॉपिक एससी वर्मा से पढ़ो ना यार, सब तो लिखा हुआ इतने प्यार से, गधा भी समझ जाएगा उसको, ठीक है ना। प्रोवाइड यू आर नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग दैट यू आर गधा, ठीक है, तो आपको समझ पक्का आएगा। आप ऐसी मतलब पढ़ो, आपको एक एक लाइन समझ में आएगा, नहीं आता मुझे भेजो ना, तो टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट, सर ये पेज समझ में नहीं आ रहा, ये लाइन समझ में नहीं आ रहा, आप भेजो ना, मैं आपको एकदम डिकोड करके देता हूँ उसको अच्छे तरीके से, इट्स माय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। और आपने एक बार ऐसी बना पढ़ लिया, यू विल स्पिट ऑन एनसीईआरटी एंड नेक्स्ट टू योर स्कूल टीचर्स फेस। देखो तो ये समझ में आई कहाँ से आ रहा है ये के अल्फा, के बीटा, के गामा, ये सब कहाँ कहाँ से आता है। इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ वैकेंसी क्रिएटेड बाय दीज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इनसाइड द ऑर्बिट सर, ठीक है ना। ये इलेक्ट्रॉन आया, इसने के ऐसे था तुम्हारे पास, ये न्यूक्लियस था, ये तुम्हारा के शेल था, फिर तुम्हारा एल था, फिर तुम्हारा एम था, ऐसे था के एल एम एन, ऐसे करके है ढेर सारा, ठीक है ना। सो व्हाट हैपेंस इफ these electrons, these incoming electrons create a vacancy here, तो ठीक है ना, यदि इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ से यहाँ आ रहा है तो उसको के अल्फा बोलेंगे, जो यहाँ से यहाँ आ रहा है तो के बीटा बोलेंगे, समझ में आ गया। यदि वैकेंसी यहाँ पे है तो इसको एल अल्फा, जैसे एल पे आ रहा है तो ऐसे करके ये सब आता है यहाँ, ठीक है ना। मुझे पता है कि अल्फा में ज्यादा होता है, मैंने गलत लिखा, आप इसको अच्छे से देख लेना, ठीक है ना। ये सब अल्फा वाले ज्यादा है, क्यों, रीजन आई टोल्ड यू, जो वैकेंसी के नियरेस्ट है जो ट्रांजिशन, वो जल्दी ज्यादा होता है। नाउ इफ एनीवन इज हैविंग डाउट इन दिस कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स एक्सरेज, यू कैन आस्क, प्लीज पूछो यार, आई एम ईगरली वेटिंग टू आंसर योर डाउट्स यार, आप प्लीज पूछो, ये आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो फिर देन आई विल एंटर इनटू द लास्ट पार्ट, दैट इज योर मोस्टलेस लॉ एंड ऑल, ये लास्ट में मैं पढ़ाऊंगा। अभी कोई डाउट है प्लीज पूछो, हाँ पूछो।
सर वो अल्फा, व्हाई इज अल्फा ग्रेटर देन बीटा वाला बता दीजिए।
क्या है देखो ना, के अल्फा क्या है ना, के अल्फा मतलब क्या, पहले वैकेंसी तो के में क्रिएट हुआ, मतलब कि जो बाहर से इलेक्ट्रॉन आ रहा है ना, उसने हिट किया इलेक्ट्रॉन के के शेल में, वहाँ वैकेंसी बना दिया, ठीक है ना। तो ऊपर वाले जो सेल्स वाले इलेक्ट्रॉन्स वो इंटर करेंगे यहाँ पे, तो सबसे नियरेस्ट सेल कौन सा है के बगल में, एल है ना, के सबसे नियरेस्ट क्या है, एल है ना, एल है ना।
हाँ।
तो एल से जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आके इसमें कूदेंगे तो उसके लिए एक लैम्डा रिलीज होगा, तो वही लैम्डा यहाँ पे इंटेंसिटी बता रहे हैं, तो सबसे ज्यादा इंटेंसिटी उसी का होगा ना, इसलिए अल्फा वाला के बीटा ज्यादा होगा, इसलिए एल अल्फा वाला एल बीटा ज्यादा होगा, बस समझ रहा है। क्योंकि अल्फा नेक्स्ट जहाँ क्रिएट हो रहा है उसके नेक्स्ट वाले ऑर्बिट को हम लोग अल्फा बोल रहे हैं, उसके नेक्स्ट वाले को हम बीटा बोल रहे हैं, फिर गामा ऐसे बोल रहे हैं, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
उस पर्टिकुलर वहां पे सडन पिक क्यों आ गया, क्योंकि इसके कारण ज्यादा एनर्जी आ गया, तो हमें ऐसा मिल गया। और किसी डाउट हो प्लीज आस्क। So I explained you the meaning of these things here, ठीक है ना। I explained the meaning of this characteristics express, or sorry, this is like continuous express and this characteristic express. I explained the meaning of both, and they both have very clear distinctions, sir, as far as definition is concerned. Definitions are concerned. Now, let's try to understand what is Mosley's law and how to calculate the A and B in Mosley's law. Okay. इससे आपको स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट और शील्डिंग इफेक्ट का अच्छा फील मिलेगा आपको। ओके चलो देखो इधर, और कहाँ यूज करते हैं स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट, शील्डिंग इफेक्ट, पूरा इनऑर्गेनिक से बेस्ट है, पूरा का पूरा इनऑर्गेनिक से बेस्ट है। स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट शील्डिंग इफेक्ट जहां डालना है डाल दो, पूरा यही है, ठीक है ना। तो लॉजिकली सोचना है और जम के पढ़ना है, टॉपर की तरह बनना है, टॉपर की तरह। आज एक बच्चे ने 720 लाया नीट में, 720 में 720, ये औकात है आज के एग्जाम्स की, ठीक है ना। हम लोग से मैं बता रहा हूँ, हम लोग से मैं जेईई एडवांस हुआ करता था, देयर ना इफ यू जस्ट सॉल्व, लेट्स से इफ यू हैव 6 क्वेश्चंस ना इन मैथ्स, यू सॉल्व 1 or 2 मोर देन इनफ, यू आर इनटू आईआईटी कानपुर, ये था लेवल उस समय। आज तो यार मजाक बना दिया है सबने, आप सब ला सकते हो, ये कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, इट्स लाइक बोर्ड पेपर यार, ये तो बोर्ड आ रहा है, सबको रटा रटा क्वेश्चन आता है, साला कुछ भी नहीं आता है। आप मेहनत करो ना, आपको नहीं आता तो बताना मेरे को, मैं तो वर्कशीट दे रहा हूँ, आप प्लीज पूछो मेरे से, आना ही आना यार, क्या बात करते हो। जी में भी सब फुल लेके आ रहे हैं, आप लोग भी क्या कम हो, सब अच्छा सबको आएगा, सबको पता नहीं, मेरे बच्चों को तो आना चाहिए, सीधी बात है, मैं बहुत सेल्फिश हूं, प्रोवाइड आप भी इंटरेक्ट करो मेरे से। चलो देखो, तो ये चलो लैम्डा अल्फा की बात करते हैं, तो अल्फा कैसे मिल रहा है आपको, इसमें क्या दिखा है मैंने, एल के एल लिखा है ना, के और एल, तो ऑब्वियसली You have K shell है and then you have L shell है. So electron is coming from here to here. तो यहाँ ज़्यादा एनर्जी, यहाँ कम एनर्जी होता है. मैंने वो किया, इससे आ जाएगा. तो 1 to 4 जो इलेक्ट्रॉन डेल्टा ऐसे कर दोगे. तो लैम्डा अल्फा का तो ये फॉर्मूला है, इसमें तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, तो नॉर्मल है. नाउ व्हाट इज मोस्ले लॉ? मोस्ले लॉ ने ये दिया था आपको, मोस्ले का रूट ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी इक्वल्स टू a इनटू एटॉमिक नंबर z माइनस b. ये था मोस्ले लॉ, ठीक है ना. z माइनस b को बोलते हैं z इफेक्टिव, b का स्क्रीनिंग फैक्टर. इसका मतलब क्या होता है बताता हूँ मैं तुम्हें. अच्छा सुनो, पहले ये दिमाग में कहाँ से आया मोस्ले का वो बताता हूँ मैं तुम्हें. लेट्स हियर. आपने डी ब्रॉगलीज वेवलेंथ में क्या, सॉरी आपने बोस्ट में क्या देखा था, sc by lambda एनर्जी equals to what, E2 minus E1, 13.6 z square 1 by n1 square 1 by n2 square. ये c by lambda क्या है? फ्रीक्वेंसी, न्यू होता है ना. तो 13.6, ठीक है. एक्चुअली मुझे यहाँ ऐसे लिखना चाहिए था, यहाँ थोड़ा गलत हो गया. चलो कोई बात नहीं, यहाँ ना थोड़ा सा मैं इसको मिटाता हूँ. एक सेकेंड, ये ऐसे नहीं लिखना चाहिए था मुझे. Just a second. I'll try to. गलत नहीं है, but then I should not have written like this straight away. एक स्टेप आपको समझाने के बोलता हूँ. मैं ऐसे बोलता हूँ, देखो. तो what is 1 by lambda? You know 1 by lambda is what? Rydberg constant. चलो हाइड्रोजन की बात करें, उसको भूल जाओ. 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Right? This is what you have. Now, what is nu? Nu is c by lambda. Nu is what? C by lambda. So if I want to write in terms of nu, अच्छा z स्क्वायर भी होता है, z स्क्वायर भी होता है, सॉरी z स्क्वायर भी होता है, ठीक है. लेकिन हाइड्रोजन नहीं बोलना भी, z स्क्वायर एक चल रहा है. तो व्हाट इज न्यू? न्यू इज c by lambda. c1 rc ना, rc into what, 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into what, z square you will get. आ जाएगा ना. अब रूट ले लो, रूट लेने पे क्या आ जाएगा, देखो द मोमेंट यू टेक रूट you will get this ना. देखो इस पे रूट आ जाएगा ऐसे into z, ये आ गया ना, ऐसे रूट आ गया. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया ना. हमारी बात सुनो. नेक्स्ट, if you compare these two, so I can easily calculate the a factor using this expression. This is basically a. So but to calculate this I should specify what is n1 n2. Let's say electron is coming from 2 to 1. We put n1 as what, 1, n2 as what, 2. So this value will come out to a root of rc into 3 by 4. And for this orbit, for electron coming here, there's only vacancy है ना. So how many electrons, how many net charge, how much net charge this electron will face? See, nucleus में कितना charge है, plus z ही है. And the first Bohr orbit, you have now only one electron. So when electron is jumping from here, right, what is the net charge? Will try to attract it, z minus 1. Because एक electron है ना, दोनों को जोड़ोगे तो z minus 1 into e, right? This is what you have, z minus 1. So b factor is what? B factor will be 1. ठीक है. z तो वहाँ पे उसमें से घटा दो क्योंकि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे, तो that's the meaning of b minus 1. This is the screening factor. So for this transition 2 to 1, your a will be this of Mosley law and b will be 1. This is how we work out with Mosley's law. अब बताओ किसी को क्या समझ में इसमें नहीं आया, बताओ, मैं बताऊंगा फिर. पहले हम डाउट बताओ, क्या समझ, कुछ भी समझ में वो भी बताओ. क्या समझ में आया वो बताओ पहले. मुझे कुछ भी समझ में आया वो भी बता सकते हैं, कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया. अरे पूछो तो भाई, तो बताओ. वाह गुरु, कोई पूछ ही नहीं रहा है. ठीक है, अंजलि आपको समझ में आ रहा है क्या पढ़ाया? चलो ठीक है. तो ठीक है यार, तो फिर आज के लिए इतना रहने दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना. कल हम लोग क्लास लेंगे, केमिस्ट्री क्लास का मैं रात में कल क्लास लूंगा, ठीक है ना. चलो
चैट बॉक्स में कुछ लिखा है, सो
चैट बॉक्स में कुछ लिखा है, देखता हूँ क्या लिखा हुआ. ओके, द क्लास इज ओवर नाउ यार, ठीक है.